today's video, I'm going to actually be doing my everyday makeup routine. I'm just going to be showing you the makeup routine I do on days that I want to do my makeup, but I don't have like ideas for doing something creative with my makeup. I'm filming on my iPhone because it's just a lot easier for me. I hope that doesn't bother you too much. So, first of all, what I do before I do my makeup, anytime I do my makeup, I wash my face, obviously. It doesn't matter, like, what time of day it is, I wash my face. After I wash my face, I use this Mario Badescu, facial spray. It's just the, like, rose. It's just the rose spray, yeah, that's it. And then after that, I kind of just let that sit a little bit, and then I'll put on this Pond's. This is just my these are my moisturizers because my skin is very dry. So I use this Pond's dry skin cream. It's alright, I don't know. I just like don't like switching products if they don't break my skin out because I'm just like deathly afraid of getting a really bad breakout. So I just use that, and I've been using that for a while now, so it has worked so far. So after that step, I go on to primer, and I'm really sorry if this is gonna offend anybody, but I do my foundation before I do anything on my face. So usually, like for a while, I have been using the Smashbox Photo Finish primer. I really like this one, but I also really like the Professional by Benefit. So I'll kind of just let that sit in. I don't let it dry up too much because I do like to put the primer on like while the moisturizer is drying. I don't know, I just feel like it gets it more smoother when I have a little bit of moisturizer with the primer. So I'm gonna just talk about the foundation that I use for a little bit. So I use the Milani Conceal and Perfect, the 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I really love this foundation. It's a really good drugstore foundation. I'm in the color 01 Creamy Vanilla, and this is just a really like cheap, full coverage foundation. And then I'm also going to be using my Tarte Shade Tape, and this is in the color Fair. Oh, and then to put that on, I either use my Beauty Blender or I use the Morphe sponge. I'm going to wet this really quick, and then I'm going to come back and put my foundation on. So now I'm gonna go into my eyebrows. So my eyebrow routine changes a lot. My eyebrows are like never consistently the same. So for a while I was doing straight brows, and now I just kind of do whatever. Like I try to do a straight brow, but I also add a little bit of an arch. But yeah, I just use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Granite, and I also use this LA Girl Shady Brow pencil in the color Black. For concealer, I just use my foundation, and so I use this. I think I use this in my brow routine. So this is the Morphe M410 brush, and I use that to clean up my brows. And then I use this Real Techniques eyeliner brush for my actual eyebrows. Tip though, if I could give you a tip for eyebrows, is do not, whatever you do, do not block in the eyebrow, like at the front. Like don't like go in harsh and keep going in harsh like when you get to the beginning of the brow. Like wipe your brush off and then like just use the excess product you have and just kind of like blend it out. That personally really bothers me is when people have like squared in eyebrows. Like I can say that I don't like this look because I used to do it and it just looked so like unnatural, because like nobody's eyebrows are like that. Like very rarely I think people's eyebrows are like that. And if that happens to you, I would suggest taking a concealer brush like this one. This is the Zoeva Concealer 142 Buffer Brush. Next, I'm taking concealer to clean up my eyebrows. So I use this little concealer buffer to blend that out. And if I need it, I'll go up on the top and conceal the top, but I don't need it today, so. And another rule of makeup, or another tip, I should say, don't do unnecessary steps because you see people doing them like a tutorial. Like I learned that people do their makeup differently and you can take tips here and there, but like if you see somebody doing something that you don't need to do, like obviously don't do it. So if you have a brow that's starting to look like this, don't get any concealer on it. Just use the concealer from this to go in and create a nice little fade. So see how that doesn't look so harsh anymore. And then obviously if you need to and you took away too much, you can always just go in and don't take any more product. Like don't use a lot of product. Like just use the product that you already had on your brush, or go back here and grab some of the product that's back here and lightly do that, because you don't need to use like a lot of product. Like I don't use that much product. So yeah, so now we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the excess little extra that we have on our back of the hand. I'm gonna put it on my eyelids, and I'm gonna take this little beauty blender. I'm just gonna blend that out, and then I'm going to do my concealer. So I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape, and first of all, I always put some concealer here because that part seems to always like just go in a little bit too much, and then I kind of just bring that up so that it sort of pulls it up. And then obviously I'm gonna put some under my eyes. Next, I'm gonna take my beauty blender again, and I'm just gonna blend that in. And I usually bring the concealer up here. Gives me a little facelift. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. So now I'm gonna go, I just switch like back and forth sometimes. I'm gonna go ahead and go, I'm gonna do my winged eyeliner. So I just do winged eyeliner. Sometimes I do it thicker, sometimes I do it thinner, sometimes I make the wings go up, sometimes I just make them go straight. So yeah, so I use the Maybelline New York Eye Studio cream liner, and this is just in the Blackest Black. Sometimes I use this little liner brush. It just looks like this. This is from Coastal Scent, and it is the BRC S17 brush. And I also use this little Wet n Wild liner brush, and I have been using this Precise liner brush by Real Techniques to do like the inner corners and stuff like that. So before I actually do my eyeliner, I put a little bit more foundation on my eyelids. And usually if I'm just doing liner, I set my eyelids. So I'm just going to set it with my setting powder, which I'll show you guys in a second. And I take this little e.l.f. like little brush, I don't know what the name of it is, but I just set my eyelids. And I just go in and do my eyeliner. So okay, so my eyeliner is a little bit thinner today than it normally is, but that is what we did. I actually really like how it looks. Next I'm going to put on some mascara. I'm going to use this L'Oreal Paris. I use the Voluminous Original. Anyways, I just use whatever freaking mascara because I put on eyelashes anyway, so after that, I kind of just let that dry a little bit. I'm gonna do my nose contour. So, for my nose contour, I do a cream first. So I'm just gonna be, sorry, this is really grossly dirty, but I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Contour Cream Kit in Fair, and I use the darkest shade in here, so the shade right here. I also use the lighter shades to go in and highlight again on my nose contour. So for my brush, I actually use this the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette brush. So I like having this little brush here. Yeah, so I do that to contour, and then I use the flat side to do the highlight again. So that is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and bake and set my face. So I use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. Yeah, and it's just a really good drugstore setting powder, and it's only like $5, which is really affordable. so I use that every day. And I just use a little sponge, just like a flat sponge. I just use this. Yeah, so I just set underneath the eyes. So I use this brush. This is a powder brush. This is from Coastal Scents as well, and it is the BRC S48 brush. And so I just use it. I just dip it in here, and I just set my my smile lines a little bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that sit for a little bit, and I'll be right back. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off, and I'm just gonna take this brush again, and I'm just gonna wipe it off. So now we're moving into our eyelashes. I have been using these lashes. These are by the Lash Label, and this is in the style Storm 3D, and I love these lashes. These are my favorite lashes. These are the lashes I use every day. Like when I do everyday looks, I really just like how these make my eyes look. While I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and do my powder contour. So I use the Bahama Mama by The Balm, and it just looks like so. So now I'm gonna do my bottom mascara. I use a combination of the L'Oreal mascara, and then I use this Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme Lash Multiplying Volume Mascara. I'm gonna do my lips. So recently I really love this Milani color. This is the Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream, and this is in the color Adorable. And then I use this lip liner here. This is the Italia Deluxe Ultrafine Lip Liner, and this is in the color Natural Beige. And I do kind of overline my lips. Lastly is highlight, obviously. So for my nose highlight, I use this Too Faced Love Light in Blinded by the Light, and it just looks like that. And usually I will spritz my face with MAC Fix Plus or the Milani Make It Last. Oh, and then I also use this little flat brush. And then for my face highlight, I use this Mary Luminizer. I've been using this forever. It's by The Balm. And then I use this Morphe N501 brush. Also, this is actually the last step. Sometimes I do this step before, but so usually like powder and stuff gets into my eyebrows and it kind of just like mutes the blackness of my eyebrows. So usually I like to go in with a black eyeshadow, so I use the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye palette, and I use the black in here. Okay, so that concludes the my everyday makeup tutorial. That is what I do whenever, you know, I'm going somewhere or I'm just gonna take pictures really quickly. That is what it looks like. Sometimes I'll add black eyeliner, but today I don't think I'm gonna add black eyeliner. I think it looks pretty good this way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that, I don't know, inspired you or helped you a little bit, or I give you a tip or something like that. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to be starting a vlogging channel. I'm going to put that in the description. Go subscribe there, and if you want to see some vlogs of mine, some behind the scenes of stuff, definitely go subscribe there and watch those videos. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to give it a like. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!